Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position.
Turning it on! He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw again. Caught in the backfield. It's Robertson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Dumps it to the back. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's McMillan. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Punt is on its way. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Armstrong. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
To the ground with the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. The play action fake. Finds his man. It's Robertson. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Finds his man in the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looking to throw. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. The give out of the gun. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. 4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And it's a touchdown.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Pryor. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Gonna run it. It's McMillan. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? He leaves it with his back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So first down here as they go back to work. Creates a little room. Knocked off his feet. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, and they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, the running back has it. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. On the run, it's Alexander. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Johnson wants to throw it. Pulls it in. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Offense in an empty set. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hines. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
A little screen to the running back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And here comes the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Tries to do it himself on the draw.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Finds a spot in the middle. The 10. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Johnson looking to throw. Right on the money. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Now the play fake. Got his man downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Pryor. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Fights off the defender. And he used that spin move to put him in the spin cycle and gain extra yardage. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. From the red zone, looking for a man. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it, they're on the move. Flying out to the left. The 30, past the 20. It's a country fumble, meaning there's a lot of open space, and that's what you do with it. Scoop it up and score with it. Touchdown.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Johnson wants to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Hines. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll run play action. Complete with conviction on the crosser. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. He's going to take off. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his man. It's Pryor. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Robertson. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking for room, it's Robertson. Sweet cut there. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this 3rd quarter.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. Caught behind the line. It's Gates. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. After the miss on 3rd down, the punt team is on the field. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. And now this offense will take the field again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab. The hands, the feet. He steps his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the 2nd half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Finds his big tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Off play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Pryor. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Johnson looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab deep. Here he goes. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
Well, I know that's not exactly how the offensive coordinator drew that one up, guys, but how about Johnny on the spot doing a great job concentrating? The ball gets deflected, but he's somehow able to reel that thing in, come up with a big play for his offense.
That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. A long run from the running back, not exactly setting any land speed records, but he got the job done.
It was a long run that took a long time because he's not the fastest guy in the world. But it doesn't matter, right? Get that nose for the end zone, get in the goal line. That's all that matters. That's all we're keeping score. That 6 counts for just as much as all those fast guys that get there in a hurry.
And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now this offense is back on the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Alexander. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll try to pop the draw. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Released to the back. Grabbed over the middle, it's Robertson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Got it behind the line, it's Berry. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch at the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They want to throw it. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Wide out trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Looking to get it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll go back to work on offense. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete downfield. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Rushes on him. Just gets rid of it before the Heat.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
He'll pull it on the read. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Makes the grab. It's McMillan. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Gallagher. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
At the 14. Brings up 2nd down.
The give to the back. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Pryor. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
It's now 3rd and goal.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Fires into the end zone. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. Power ahead. Slams into the end zone for a touchdown. You want something to be able to feel positive about after this game, and maybe that late touchdown will do it.
And Reese, I'm positive that stat counts on my stat line. Keep playing. Keep piling up those stats. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Lining up to add another. And it's perfect. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Set to kick this one away.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Finds a little space.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
Power football with the run. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He's got him. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Here on 3rd down for this offense. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They boot it away on 4th down. On his way back from the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. All wideouts, no backs. Johnson looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Hines. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking to throw for it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Wants to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Pryor. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the ground. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, We don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. They march 72 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The run to the left. Running into the open space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Crosses the 45. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Gets the back moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play, it's a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Johnson wants to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's McMillan.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Caught in the backfield. It's Pryor. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The play action fake. Gets it out fast. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The give as they work on that clock. At the 45, on his way. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. and he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.